So how did the weekend skiing at Stowe turn out? It was sick, we ripped the gnarliest lines ever. But I think my skis need a tune-up, I kept coming out of my bindings. Dude, a tune-up is like for sharpening your skis. What you need is at least a binding check. I used to work at a ski shop. No, I'm sure the bindings are fine. My dad used them for like 10 years before I got them, and he never had to have them checked. They just started to release funny this weekend. I'm sure they just need a tune-up or grease or something. I know they're sharp because my dad taught me how to use an old file to tune them. He used to be a racer in college. Wow, that's scary, dude. You're supposed to have ski bindings checked every year, maybe 2 at most. And trying to sharpen a ski with just a file is like working on an old motorcycle with just one set of vice grip pliers. Well, I weigh almost the same as him and my boots fit, so I just started using them. And when I was buttering the backside of this huge mogul once and hit a little stump, they came right off, so I know they're safe. Do you have a death wish or what? That's no test of whether they will release in a slow twisting fall. 10 years is a long time for a binding. How long have you had them? About 5 years, but my dad hardly used them. Mostly they stayed out in the garage. Dude, that's worse than I thought. If they sit around they just get corroded and release worse, not better. And 15 years is so long ago, they must be some ancient straight ski that isn't safe or fun to use. No one will work on your bindings because they are too old and scary. I'm certain. Like I said, I worked in a ski shop for years. Dude, I told you they release fine. My dad used to be a racer in college, and when we bought them he told them he needed a binding for an expert skier. And I hardly ever fall, so why should I worry? You spent how much on the trip to Stowe? I don't know. Maybe $1,000. Well, a new set of skis and bindings that last year's could cost as little as $400, and that does not go far in the emergency room. It only takes one good fall to totally destroy your leg, and you'd have much more fun on them. It's like you were surfing the net on a 1996 IBM laptop now. I don't think I'd like those new parabolic skis. I haven't wanted to try them. Dude, you mean shaped skis? And they aren't new at all. They started making all skis shaped well over a decade ago. That's like saying you don't like modern video games, you want to play Doom or X-Wing on your ancient Windows 3.0 laptop instead. Like computing, skiing has steep penalties for the technologically backward. The difference is when you crash and smash our head, you can just get a new hard drive. That reminds me, do you have a helmet? No, I don't think I'd like one. Studies show they won't save your life anyway in really high-speed crashes like I have. That's like saying you don't use seat belts because of some stupid story about your uncle getting thrown out of the car before it caught fire because he didn't wear his seat belt. The odds are against you. Studies I've seen show helmets can save your head in medium and low-speed falls. Even if it's not perfect, think about it. If you throw an egg out of a third-story window, what do you think would be better to keep it from breaking, a thick layer of styrofoam or a wool hat? Speaking of wool, we have to stop at the surplus store for a second. I need a couple more pairs of wool socks for my ski boots. They are the most comfortable boots I've ever owned, because I bought them big to leave room for 3 pairs of socks. Jesus, dude, do you know anything about ski equipment? Ski boots are supposed to fit snugly, otherwise you'll have no control over your skis. You shouldn't have room for more than 1 pair of ski socks. I don't think I'd like new boots. The new front entry boots are too hard to put on. Oh my god, dude, you have frickin' rear entry ski boots? You do have a death wish. I think you may be beyond help.